Crimson Creek. Not red, more like rust. Blood mixed with water, left to rot under a sun that never quite reached through the trees. The air here always felt heavy, thick with the smell of damp earth and something else, something rotten. The water itself ran slow and silent, reflecting nothing but the twisted skeletal branches that reached out from the bank like grasping claws. Few dared to come here. Those who did spoke of cold whispers and things moving in the shadows. Children knew to stay away. Their games never came near Crimson Creek. They had nightmares, whispered warnings passed down through generations. The town was old, forgotten by time and most of the world. Crimson Creek had been there longer, snaking through the woods like a scar. Some said it was named for a battle fought long ago. Others claimed it was the site of a massacre, the water running red with the blood of innocents. Whatever the truth, the stories always ended the same way. Death and the whispers. They were subtle, like the rustle of leaves or the sigh of the wind. But they were there, whispering names, whispering secrets, whispering warnings. The strange occurrences began subtly, a feeling of being watched, shadows that seemed to move on their own. Then came the whispers, louder now, echoing through the trees. People reported seeing things at the edge of their vision, fleeting glimpses of figures that vanished when looked at directly. Animals, more sensitive to the unseen, became agitated. Birds avoided the area entirely, their songs replaced by an unsettling silence. Dogs whined and pulled at their leashes, refusing to go near the creek. Something was wrong. Something was changing, face to face. The first real encounter happened on a moonless night. A group of teenagers, daring each other to go closer, ventured to the creek's edge. They laughed nervously, trying to mask their fear. They felt the change in the air, a sudden drop in temperature, a tingling sensation on their skin. And then they saw it. A figure, tall and gaunt, rising from the water. Its eyes glowed with an unnatural light, and its voice, when it spoke, was a low, guttural growl that seemed to vibrate in their chests. They ran screaming, but the image of the figure and the echoing whispers stayed with them long after they had left Crimson Creek behind. The curse of Crimson Creek. The truth of Crimson Creek was a dark and terrible thing. It was a place where the veil between worlds was thin, a conduit for the restless dead. The whispers were their voices, trapped between worlds, seeking release. The figure in the water, and countless others like it, were drawn to the creek, their souls tethered to the site of their demise. The curse of Crimson Creek was not a single event, but a cycle of violence and despair. Those who died there were doomed to wander its banks for eternity, their pain and anger feeding the creek's power, drawing in more lost souls. It was a place of shadows and whispers, a place where hope died and fear reigned, and it would remain so as long as the creek flowed, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface of the world.